The Andes Mountains of Peru are the world's longest mountain range. They are second in height only to the Himalayas. The air in the mountains is thin, and earthquakes often shake this region. But this unlikely location was home to the Inca Empire. At its height in the 1500s, the Inca Empire included 10 million people and stretched across South America for about 2,500 miles from north to south. The Inca civilization began along the rivers and coasts of Peru. The growing population farmed every available plot of land. But the rugged mountains were an obstacle to settlement and farming. The Incas thrived by adapting to this unforgiving environment. They used their engineering skills to overcome these obstacles. Inca engineers reshaped the landscape to meet their needs. They straightened rivers and dug canals to bring water to distant fields. The remnants of these irrigation systems are as efficient today as they were when they were built more than 500 years ago. And the Incas carved the mountainsides into steps, creating level areas called terraces that were suitable for growing crops. They filled the terraces with fertile soil carried from the valleys below. These terraces are still in use today, cultivated with traditional hand plows. The ancient Incas grew crops that could thrive in the climate conditions of this region: corn, tomatoes, peanuts, and potatoes. Horses or oxen did not live there, so the people of the Andes domesticated the llama and alpaca. These animals worked as beasts of burden and also provided meat and wool, all keys to surviving in the challenging Andes environment. The Incas built towns and cities with stones from the local mountains. They used bronze and stone tools to shape the blocks. Then they ground them against each other until the pieces fit together perfectly, like a huge 3D jigsaw puzzle. Some of the stones stand more than 26 feet high and weigh more than 350 tons. The Incas managed to move these massive blocks without using animals or the wheel by relying on inclined planes, ropes, and sheer human strength. The Incas created one of the most prosperous and well-organized civilizations in the Americas. Even without a written language, Inca rulers developed complex systems of government, social welfare, and communal property. They kept census statistics on the empire's population. Craftspeople flourished under Inca rule. Metalworkers created intricate works of gold and silver, and weavers made spectacular finely woven textiles. The city of Cuzco in Peru, perhaps founded 800 years ago, was the heart of the Inca Empire. Like other Inca cities, Cuzco was carefully planned in a grid pattern. The city had massive stone palaces and temples that were lavishly decorated with gold. When the Spanish conquered the empire in the 1530s, they plundered and destroyed the Inca cities. But one survived the Spanish conquest untouched. High in the Andes, unknown to the Spanish, was a great city in the clouds. Located northwest of Cuzco, Machu Picchu was the mountain retreat of one of the most powerful Inca emperors, Pachacuti. Its architecture mirrors the three levels of Inca society. On one side are the well-built houses of the nobility. On the other, beyond the central plaza, is the district for scholars and artists. Below them are the houses and terraces of the farmers, including storehouses and sheds. The finest stonework was reserved for the most sacred buildings. The Temple of the Sun is a masterpiece of Inca architecture. The religious center of Machu Picchu was the mound, a sacred stone that resembles a sundial, where offerings were made to the sun god. After the end of Pachacuti's reign in 1471, Machu Picchu fell into disuse and was forgotten, even by the Incas. But these impressive stones withstood the ravages of earthquakes, conquerors, and time. They remain standing today as silent reminders of the once great Inca civilization.